Well, welcome to the Jazz Jumpstart Show. I am your host, Jasmine Romaine, and I am so jazzed to be able to speak with you on this Mission Moves Monday. Oh my goodness. As I'm thinking about it, I'm like, we are in the second week of May already. Woo! Time flies when you're jazzed about success, right? Well, I'm so excited to have you tune into another episode on the Jazz Jumpstart Show where we speak life as well as business to get you where you have your jazz jumpstart for the day. And I am so happy to share with you this valuable lesson that's going to really help elevate you even more in your career, in your business, and overall, even in your life, because I believe that effective communication skills are so important. And if you've never tuned into the show before, welcome. I'm Jasmine Romaine, your host for the show. I'm known to get jazzed, and I'm also known to help you where you can communicate your brand efficiently, effectively, and really tell your story so you can be able to pull those individuals you're called to serve. Because I believe that you are a world changer, history maker. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can continue to know even more about the amazing things that I will be sharing on this particular show. So, as always, I love being a voice. I'm so trained for it, but I love popping up just as well. So, hey, y'all. Hey. So good to see you on today. And most of all, to share with you even more on how you can get out there and communicate your standout message and have the effective communication skills that go with it. So, on today, I want to talk to you all so you can be able to prosper as you're speaking and as you're getting out there in your place of work, but then also become a leader. You can become a leader in your communication. It doesn't matter even what role you're in. You need this skill to be able to get out there, position yourself, and then also to be the leader that you are. And it starts with effective communication skills. I truly believe so in all things. And I know for sure one of the biggest things that has helped me in my journey, and it helps my clients just as well, is to be able to present themselves with effective communication skills to really understand how to be able to not only have the clarity, but also to understand the transparency of really what communications does. And I'll let you know, this has not just been a key factor in careers, it's also been a key factor as well, even in personal relationships. The more you're able to communicate yourself and open up communications, the better your relationships are all around. And it is just a beautiful thing because now individuals are able to know where you stand and then also are able to know and feel your heart and to really feel you out because communications has more than just voice as well. It's the body language that you present. It is the tonality that you're speaking on. It's like when you meet someone for the first time and that person has such a gentle tone and you feel the warmth in their spirit. Sometimes it's not even sometimes the things that they're saying, perhaps, but you're already registering in your mind just the tonality of it. They're warm, they're present. I know that I tune in to a lot of different sermons because I love listening to the gospel. And as I'm tuning in, I'm listening to tone, I'm listening to a lot of different things. And then I'm also listening to the message. But there are a lot of different other factors that I'm listening to as well to let me know if I can receive it or if I cannot, right? So the same goes for individuals just as well. And it comes with effective communication skills, but then it also comes with how you are presenting all of this just as well. So I want to share with you all 3 ways that you can have effective communication skills that's going to up level you in your workspace, up level you in your business, so you can get out there, be the leader, the world changer I know you're called to be, right? So the first thing that is first is to always have clarity. You know how that message that they always say, first think about it before you say it. Jasmine. So you always want to be able to think about it. But when you're thinking about it, you're really gaining the clarity of what it is that you're trying to say and trying to present to someone else. We have to realize that as we are presenting the things that we're saying to individuals, that it comes with clarity. So that way individuals can understand, and we are able to also understand how we are articulating it too. So clarity always equals to prosperity in all things. And so when we have the communications together, we understand that when we're clear, when we understand what we are aiming to achieve, that these communications allow us to be effective and allow us to be able to communicate with one another where we understand each other. Now, communications is not talking over each other, but it's really being able to let one person share their stance and then another person share their stance just as well. But there's clarity in the middle. So when I think about those individuals in the workspace and leaders in the workplace, one of the biggest things that individuals need is clarity. Whether you're presenting a point to management, whether management is presenting a point to those who are working with them, then it's going to have to be some type of clarity that is presented so that way they're able to understand where the direction is going. So you'll definitely need clarity. The second thing that I want to be able to share with you on what you're going to need so you can be able to get out there and really get your message across is you're going to need to be conscious. Be conscious of your words. Those who you are called to serve are waiting for you. But we also have to be very conscious with our words on how we deliver. Are we conscious on our tonality? Is it coming off rough? Is it coming off with bad energy? Is it coming off with a caring spirit? Is it coming off with empathy, with compassion? You want to be conscious of a lot of different things as you're delivering your message across. I remember one time when I was working in corporate America, and somebody wanted to come and speak to me about something that was going on with a project that we had to work on. And they were speaking, they had the clarity with it, but I don't believe that they were very conscious with the word choices and their body language that they were using. And it came off as if they were attacking employees. And as a result of different things had to happen to be able to allow that particular employee to understand that you have to be very, very conscious about your word choice. So, and this happens also not just in corporate, it happens in the business world. How many of you all have been in business with somebody and you just feel icky after you're speaking with them? It's just like, ugh, you're talking, you understood what they were doing, but they just had you where you just felt bad and you felt like, ugh. A lot of times it's the consciousness of the word choice that they're using that will make you feel some kind of way. Whereas effective communication skills allows you to be able to be conscious on word choice, tonality, body language, so that way individuals can receive you. Now, we are not all going to have the same personalities, right? I'm known as the jazzed person. I have a happiness to me, but some individuals have different personalities just as well. So we have to be very conscious on how our personalities can be able to be portrayed by other individuals who may not have our personality, but where they can understand us and where we don't even have to change just because of who we are. Because I believe that our personalities are what make us unique. We had a whole bunch of jazz people. We will just be jazzed. And I'm here for it, but we also need a balance of different personalities to be able to help individuals as they're moving through life. Because we might need someone who has the assertive personality, get things done even more. We might need somebody who has the manager personality, the leader personality, but all of these personalities are what makes us unique. And it kind of reminds me of the Power Rangers. Every single Power Ranger had a certain power that they would use to be able to fight the enemy, right? So if you had too many of the yellows, that wouldn't be able to help because we might need somebody who was the pink Power Ranger to come through and give their superpower. Then we might need the blue Power Ranger to give their superpower, but everyone had something unique. those are the personalities, those are our experiences, those are our different places that we've been in the world that we have as our backgrounds, everything, right? And so being able to have that is the same thing about who we are too. But we're all world changers. So we're able to use that to be able to fight the enemy and to be able to really, really lead and be a light in the world when we work together. But we also have to be very, very conscious about the things that we are doing so others can be able to receive just as well. But then know our strengths too. So that way we don't have to change, but we can be able to effectively lead and effectively have communications that stand out. Right. And the third thing I want to share is that you have to be complete and transparent. Nobody is going to know who you are unless you share who you are. So you have to let people know. And this is why I believe that storytelling is the most effective way to be able to share with individuals who you are. It shares your story, it shares your background, it shares those vulnerable moments, it shares so much about you just in a story that people start to understand you. Stories connect more than anything. So when you're starting to position yourself where you're telling individuals about you, it doesn't even have to be a long 30-minute story. It could be a 2-minute story, it could be a 30-second story, but people start to understand you and they now understand that background that you're coming from. You're understanding the transparency, but all of this and more is helping them to understand you. I remember for the first time when I used my story for individuals, and this person in particular was at a salsa club because I love to get my salsa on. And I remember I'm sharing my story and I'm sharing not only my joys, I'm sharing my frustrations, but that person could relate to me. They didn't think I was crazy, but they thought that I also had something that they could relate to just as well, even through the frustrations. So I'm letting you know that we have to also be transparent. We have to be complete in the things that we're saying, but all of this and more is to help us as individuals are understanding us, as we're branding ourselves, but also having these effective communications. I'll let you know something that even when you learn this, not only in the workspace, but when you also learn this in your personal space, your personal relationships blossom just as well. Because individuals who you're with, whether you're friends, whether they're spouses, whether they're siblings, family members, whomever, they start understanding how they can be better, how you can be better, and it starts to evaluate even more so that way you can blossom. But it starts with communication, it starts with understanding, it starts with how you're speaking to individuals for them to be able to receive. If you notice people running away from you, you notice it might probably be something wrong, right? And it may be that energy level is off, or maybe they feel they can't get a message across to you. So, with that being the case, there are other ways to communicate. Maybe it's a way to write a letter. Maybe it's a way to be able to have a one on one conversation, have a mediator in a conversation. But all of this and more is to help you to grow even more as a world changer. Because at the end of the day, we are all world changers. We all have to get along so we can all get out here and blossom. So I wanted to share with you a message on today to help you even more as you're getting out there, communicating your needs, and so that you can create those opportunities that you want so they can flourish, so they can get out there and you can be effective in all that you do, even those communication skills, because they're so important. And I believe it's going to elevate you even more. So below in the descriptions, there is a way for you to sign up for my mailing list. I have amazing, amazing speaker resources that are available to help you not only with effective communications, but also to help you even more as you present your story just as well. Maybe there's a story within you that you're ready to pull out and be really, really transparent in. So if that's you, go ahead and fill out the website link so that way you can get more information on how I can share with you a resource that's going to up level you. I do have a masterclass that's coming up very, very soon. You want to get on that wait list? Go ahead and sign up because it's going to be very impactful. It's going to be so educational, and it's going to be something to help you elevate your business and even your personal and professional career even more. Once again, I'm Jasmine Romaine. I'm so excited to speak with you, and I can't wait to continue to see you blossom. World changer. Talk to you soon.